What's up, guys? How's it going? MikeTheTech here, and today we are playing Trials Rising. Oh, she knows that I'm broadcasting, so she wants to be all up in the way. But, yeah, so we're playing Trials Rising today. You're going to see my epic and amazing Trials skills, and that's all a lie. I used to play a lot, and I like to think I'm good, but it's just because I play the early levels. We'll see how good I actually am. Alright, let's go over to race. Oh, I love you, Kitsune. Alright, and let's try lumbering on. I haven't done this one yet. Oh, my bike looks horrible because I haven't unlocked anything. If anyone plays Trials Rising and wants to do multiplayer recordings, that'd be really fun to set up and try. Alright. Doesn't look like I'm getting too much lag with the recording going on at the same time, so I don't think I'll have to bust out the Elgato, but maybe, because it is a little bit laggy. But that's what everyone says when they're playing Trials, right? Alright, let's see. With the save. Alright, so as I get through this level, I wanted to talk about Project Stadia, because it hits a little close to home for me, as I was a huge backer of OnLive. I actually have 2 OnLive systems. Oh, they put me in the toilet, but they didn't close it. I actually have 2 OnLive systems, and the problem with OnLive is once they got bought out, every single game I purchased for OnLive and everything I had done with the system, all the subscriptions there, everything just stopped working. Like, you could plug it in and it just wouldn't connect to anything and it wouldn't do anything, which is awful. And that's my worry, is that you're gonna buy all these at a new marketplace, just like I was worried about the Epic marketplace, where what if this company just doesn't do that anymore? And look at Google Plus. Google has turned things off before. Do I think it's going to happen with Stadia? No. Could it? Absolutely, because the amount of resources and the cost involved with running a actual server farm of gaming capable computers that are on 24/7 and can allow thousands, millions of people to access at the same time, that's very, very expensive. And it needs to be able to make money in order to make that a viable option. I'm sure they've done their research. They're freaking Google, right? But it's a concern because OnLive thought they did their research and they had a server farm, and the same kinds of things happen. So I think it's important that as consumers, we keep that in mind. And I think they're doing it the right way. Oh, man. In that, oh, no B restarts. It's only restarting the entire level. You can't use those. As a consumer, we have to be aware that as a subscription service, it's fine, but if you're going to invest in purchasing games on that console, know that you're purchasing it simply for the life of that service. Just like if you were to buy a PlayStation 1 game, you would only expect to play it on PlayStation 1. Oops. Oh, I accidentally pressed B when I scratched my hand. Alright, so you'd only be able to buy it on PlayStation 1, and you wouldn't expect it to work on PlayStation 2. If it does, great. If Google decides to make a new service later and port over all your keys, amazing. But you have to know and make that conscious decision of, do I want to pay $60 for the game on a streaming service, or am I more comfortable with wow, it's much harder to play and talk at the same time, with physical media. If you buy physical media, there's downsides to that too. You have to make sure that you always have a CD stored somewhere for the game, and you have to make sure it doesn't get scratched. I feel old even talking about this, but I only own 1 or 2 games on physical media, so I'm not saying that that's a perfect solution, because it's not. That's paying $60 for a game that you might scratch and not be able to play anymore. I prefer everything on Steam, where I can purchase games and then download them whenever I want them, and if Steam's ever going to be closing down, I know I can install, very difficultly, all of my games somewhere and keep a copy. Are they all going to work forever? Probably not, but there's some sense of ownership in that. But even that's not guaranteed. Steam could shut down. Good Old Games has a service coming out, I believe it's called the Galaxy or something like that, that allows you to have all of your games listed in one library in one location, because it's gotten so, the market is so split. There's so many different places to purchase games. So it's just important as a consumer to remember that some of these places are tests and some of these places don't last forever. So where do you want to spend your $60? Google is doing Project Stadia, but Microsoft and Sony are also doing their own streaming platforms, which makes it feel a little bit safer because we know that they're all kind of getting into it together. And I know that even Microsoft and Sony, I think, are partnering up to assist with the servers and streaming side of things, so that they have very quality services. And Google has their own server farms, and I'm sure Amazon will be assisting with some of that somewhere if it's not already being used by Xbox and Microsoft. So I mean, the technology is there, it's just very expensive. And hopefully enough people want to take advantage of it, because it's a great idea. I really like the idea of being able to maybe put Trials Rising on my phone and connect my phone to my controller and play Trials Rising as if it were on a high-end gaming computer. That sounds amazing. I just hope that there's ways to... I just hope it's a good service. It has to be not just fast on Google's end, which they're promising. They're like, oh, don't worry, 4K, 60 frames a second. So does that mean that with each subscription, it's going to come with a high-end gaming router, and every subscription is going to come with new wiring and fiber lines? And are you going to work with Comcast and AT&T to install those fiber lines and get everything set so that you can guarantee that full speed? No. I mean, Comcast throttles me all the time. I still get random lag or pixelation on YouTube videos, even though I have a 300 megabit per second connection. And that could be my router overheating. That could be some issue on Comcast side, including throttling. That could be me going over a monthly allowance of some sort. It could be a million. It could be my neighbors using too much, or maybe even turning on the microwave. So these are things that don't affect physical gaming when you're actually on the machine you're gaming on, or on the computer that you're running the software on. If you're streaming, things aren't going to be perfect. I still can't even get a perfect, that was a weird lag. I still can't get a perfect remote desktop connection streaming. Like if I play a video on remote desktop, it won't even stream 4K 60 frames a second. And that's completely local. That's remote desktop within my own house. So it is a little worrisome to hear all these promises when so many companies have failed at doing it. But I mean, it's Google, and if anyone could do it, it would have to be them. So I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic, but I would start with subscribing first, trying it out, not necessarily going out and just selling all your systems and buying all the $60 games on Google Stadia. I think it's just a smarter bet to wait it off, subscribe, maybe do the free version, see if it works for your network, and more so try it out for like at least a month, because a lot of changes in the servers are going, and they could go both ways. They could say, you know, it's laggy at the beginning of the month because everyone's signing on at once, then they add more servers and it starts getting faster. Or it could be the other way. It could be really fast at launch because they overloaded how many servers they got, and then they start scaling down and the service starts to not be as good. So keep all that in mind when it comes out. I'm excited. I'd love to hear what you guys think of Project Stadia and Microsoft and Sony's wireless offerings, not wireless, streaming options. And let me know what you guys think about it, because it's exciting and scary at the same time. I don't know if it's worth I don't know if it's ready for prime time, and I just really want it to be. So yeah, let's get back into our game. I don't know if you've noticed that while I've been talking, with minimal failures, I've been getting a pretty good streak of gold stars here. So I'm going to go back to the silver star that I got a while back and see if I can't remedy that with a gold. Oh, that was a rough landing. I love this game. I've literally played like nearly every version of it. No, I think I have played every version of it all the way back from the Flash games on Miniclip and everything like that. I really enjoy Trials games. I wouldn't call myself an expert because, as you can tell, I'm barely getting through these beginning levels, but I do really enjoy the game and would love to play competitively, like, against other people of my level. So yeah, it looks like I did possibly, yep, I got the gold that time. Alright, so let me know what you guys think about streaming in Project Stadia, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. Let me know if you like me playing and streaming, because this has been pretty fun, and I think I want to keep doing it. Alright, have a great day. Peace. What's up, guys? How's it going? MikeTheTech here, and today we're playing Trials Fusion? No, I don't even know what game we're playing. Hold on. We are playing... Shit. Trials Rising.